Young Enrique stands along the shoreline of Cebu, the waves rolling in and retreating like gentle breaths of the sea. The sun rests warmly on his skin and the wind carries his laughter across the water. He runs, plays, dances, and smiles in a way that makes everyone around him feel lighter. To anyone watching, he looks like a boy with no worries and no fear, a boy whose life is as bright as the sky above him. But life behind that smile is not easy. At home, his parents work tirelessly, doing everything they can to keep the family stable. There are days when money is tight, when bills wait anxiously on the table, when silence at dinner feels heavy. Enrique is young, but he understands more than he lets on. He sees the concerns in his parents' eyes, hears the whispers about the future, and feels the weight of uncertainty in the air. And yet, he chooses to smile. When he is with friends, he cracks jokes, tells stories, and dances to make others laugh. His happiness becomes a way to protect those he loves. His smile isn't just joy, it's courage. It's his way of saying everything will be alright even when he isn't sure. Some people smile because life is good. But Enrique smiles because he wants to be strong, for himself, and for the people who mean the world to him. And so, his journey begins with a brave, shining smile. Enrique's life changes when his family decides to move to Manila, hoping to find new opportunities and a better future. The city feels loud, fast, and overwhelming compared to the quiet shores of Cebu. Skyscrapers replace coconut trees, and the sound of cars replaces the soothing rhythm of ocean waves. Enrique is young, unsure, and surrounded by people who seem more confident and experienced. Yet somewhere inside him, he carries that same bright smile and quiet determination. He begins attending auditions, long lines, crowded rooms, and harsh lights. Sometimes, he waits hours only to hear the words, "Sorry, not this time." But he doesn't give up. Every rejection becomes a lesson. Every failure becomes fuel. Slowly, he starts getting small roles, background appearances, and dance parts. He works on his expressions, his timing, his voice, learning piece by piece what it takes to survive in showbiz. There are whispers around him, sometimes cruel, sometimes doubtful. People say he doesn't have what it takes, that he is just temporary, that he won't last long. But Enrique knows what they don't, that his journey isn't just about fame. It's about lifting his family, giving them a life free from worry. So while others rest, he practices. While others doubt, he believes. The camera begins to notice him, not just his looks, but his sincerity. His kindness. His heart. Little by little, light finds him. And the boy who once stood by the shore begins to find his place in a world much bigger than he ever imagined. As the years pass, Enrique's hard work begins to bloom. A new project, a new dance, a new co-star, something shifts in the air. His charm is no longer just noticed, now it's unforgettable. The screen lights up when he appears, and audiences begin to feel something unique in him, a sincerity that cannot be faked, and a warmth that reaches beyond the camera. He finds himself in bigger roles, leading roles, ones that make people laugh, cry, and dream with him. His dance performances burst with energy, earning him the nickname, King of the Gil. Fans scream his name, social media fills with his pictures, and television shows invite him again and again. Suddenly, he is everywhere, billboards, commercials, concerts, movie theaters. But with fame comes pressure. Every day starts early, ends late. Makeup rooms replace mornings at the beach. Scripts replace notebooks. Flashing cameras replace quiet family dinners. There are times when he's exhausted, times when he wants to stop, times when the world expects him to always be smiling, even when his heart is tired. But Enrique remembers why he began. He thinks of the boy from Cebu, the laughter at the shoreline, and the family that believed in him. He carries that memory like a light within him. And he keeps going, not just to stay famous, but to continue the dream he started. A dream of rising, not just for himself, but for the people he loves. Amid the noise of showbiz, Enrique discovers something rare, a love that feels calm, steady, and real. It does not come with fireworks or dramatic declarations, but with quiet understanding. She sees him, truly sees him, not as a celebrity standing in front of cameras, but as the boy from Cebu who once smiled to hide his worries. With her, he doesn't need to perform, entertain, or pretend. He can simply breathe. When the lights go off and the world stops shouting his name, she is there, listening, supporting, grounding him. Their conversations are soft, filled with laughter and gentle teasing. She reminds him of who he is when fame begins to feel heavy. And when he is overwhelmed, when the pressure of perfection becomes too much, she holds his hand and tells him that it's okay to rest. That it's okay to be human. Together, they learn that love isn't about grand gestures. It's about patience. It's about loyalty. It's about being there on the hardest days, not just the brightest ones. She becomes his safe place, the one who comforts the pain he hides from the world. And for Enrique, love becomes the calm after the storm. The anchor beneath the waves. The reason to keep shining, not because he has to, but because someone believes in the light inside him. Through her presence, he realizes that the heart is the most important part of any journey, and love is the strength that carries you forward. Today, Enrique stands not just as a star, but as a man who has walked through challenges most people never see. The world knows him for his talent, his dancing, his charming smile, the king of the Gil. But his true story is written in the quiet moments, in the battles he fought silently, and in the strength he built when no camera was watching. He has endured rumors, pressure, expectations, and the heavy weight of being admired by millions. There were nights when he questioned himself, when exhaustion made his chest heavy, and when he wondered if he was enough. But every time life tried to slow him down, he remembered why he started, his family, his dreams, and the boy who once stood at the ocean side, believing there was more waiting for him beyond the horizon. With love by his side and lessons carved deep into his heart, Enrique learned that greatness is not found in applause or fame. It is found in kindness. In staying humble. In loving bravely. In rising after every fall. He stands today with gratitude, for the struggles that made him stronger, for the people who supported him, and for the moments that shaped him. His journey reminds us that success is not just about shining, it is about how you continue to shine even when life grows dark. Enrique Gil's story is not just about talent. It is about courage, resilience, and a heart that never stopped believing.